There comes a moment in your life when you realize something powerful, something almost shocking, that most of the pain you carry is emotional, not physical. It lives inside your mind, not outside. You are not breaking because the world is cruel. You are breaking because you attach too deeply, too quickly, too intensely, and often to the wrong things and the wrong people. But here's the truth that Stoicism whispers to anyone brave enough to listen. You were never supposed to depend on anything outside of your control. Not a person, not a moment, not a memory, not a desire. You suffer because you hold on to expectations, to fantasies, to people who don't value your presence, to situations that were never meant to stay. This video is not just a message, it is an awakening. If you allow it, you will walk out emotionally detached, calmer, stronger, beyond the reach of the chaos that once controlled you. Stoics believe that true freedom is emotional independence, a mind that refuses to be shaken by what it cannot control. A heart that stays centered even when the outside world is collapsing. A soul that chooses peace over pain, clarity over attachment, wisdom over impulse. Today, you are about to step into that mindset. This is your moment, your reset, your awakening. Let's begin. Most people think they are suffering because someone hurt them, because someone walked away, because life disappointed them. But Stoicism reveals a deeper truth. You're not suffering because of what happened. You're suffering because of what you expected to happen. Expectation is the silent enemy. It's the invisible chain around your emotions. Think about it. You expected someone to stay. You expected someone to care the way you cared. You expected someone to be loyal, honest, consistent, loving, supportive. But the world does not run on your expectations. People are the way they are, not the way you imagine them. Life unfolds according to its own nature, not your desires. The Stoics said, if you want to stop suffering, stop expecting. Attachment begins with expectation. Expectation begins with illusion. And illusion begins when you mistake your desire for reality. This is why you break. This is why your heart hurts, not because of the truth, but because of the story you created around it. Emotional attachment is not love. It is dependency. It is fear. It is the belief that something outside you is responsible for your happiness. But the moment you detach, the moment you stop expecting, you will feel something unbelievable. Relief, freedom, power. You will suddenly see that the storm never existed outside you. It was always inside your mind. Stoicism teaches you this. Free yourself from expectation, and nothing can disturb your peace. You become untouchable, unshakable, unbothered. You don't numb your feelings, you master them. You don't stop caring, you stop clinging. You don't shut your heart, you open your eyes. And once you open your eyes, emotional detachment becomes natural. When someone leaves your life, the pain you feel doesn't come from their absence. It comes from your refusal to accept their absence. This is the core Stoic truth. Pain is not in the event, it is in the resistance. When you hold on to something that is already gone, you create your own suffering. This is why Stoics practiced acceptance, not passive acceptance, but powerful acceptance. Acceptance that says, this is reality. I don't have to like it, but I will not fight it. The person who left, that chapter's over. The love that faded, its purpose is complete. The situation that collapsed, it wasn't meant to stay any longer. You're hurting because you keep reopening the wound with your thoughts. You replay memories. You rewrite conversations. You imagine different endings. You cling to what could have been instead of what is. Stoicism teaches you. Letting go is not weakness, it is strength. Because when you let go, You reclaim your emotional energy. You take back the power you unconsciously gave away. You stop being a prisoner of your own memories. Emotional detachment begins when you stop negotiating with reality. Let people go. Let moments pass. Let stories end. Hold on to only one thing: your inner stability. When you stop fighting reality, your pain dissolves. When you stop forcing connections, relationships heal or disappear naturally. When you stop clinging, you rise. Letting go is liberation. It is the moment you return to yourself. Ownership is the greatest illusion of the human mind. We believe we own people, relationships, affection, attention, outcomes. But the Stoics understood nothing truly belongs to you, not even the people you love. Every person is temporary. Every connection is borrowed. Every relationship is fragile. Every bond is made of invisible threads that can break at any moment. This is not meant to make you cold. It is meant to make you wise. Emotional detachment grows naturally when you understand impermanence. You stop trying to control people. You stop trying to hold them where they no longer want to stay. You stop expecting lifetime loyalty from temporary characters. Instead, you begin appreciating presence without demanding permanence. You begin loving without clinging. You begin caring without losing yourself. This is how Stoics loved. Fully present, fully honest, fully kind, but never emotionally dependent. They saw relationships as gifts, not guarantees, as blessings, not possessions. The moment you accept that nothing belongs to you, you stop fearing loss. And when fear disappears, emotional detachment becomes effortless. This truth is hard, but once you embrace it, you become emotionally invincible. Emotions feel real, but they are not truth. They are reactions, chemical, biological, psychological reactions, influenced by stories you tell yourself. Stoics believe that emotions are impressions, not facts. You feel abandoned, but perhaps you were actually saved. You feel rejected, but maybe you were redirected. You feel broken, but maybe you're being rebuilt. Your emotions lie because they come from attachment. Attachment to how things should be. Attachment to how people should behave. Attachment to the fantasy version of your life. Emotional detachment isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about questioning it. Ask yourself, is this emotion based on facts or fears? Is this pain coming from reality or imagination? Is this sadness from what happened or what I think it means? When you start questioning your emotions, something magical happens. They lose their control over you. You don't get manipulated by loneliness. You don't get consumed by anxiety. You don't get destroyed by heartbreak. You rise above your emotions while still feeling them. You become the observer, not the victim. This is emotional mastery, and every Stoic aim for it. When your emotions stop controlling you, you detach naturally, calmly, quietly, powerfully. Emotional attachment often shows up in disguise. You try to impress someone, you try to keep someone, you try to be enough for someone, you try to prove your worth, but the moment you try, you have already handed over your emotional power. Stoicism teaches you to reverse the dynamic. Don't chase, don't beg, don't convince, don't explain. Your value is not in your effort. Your value is in your presence. When you chase, your self-worth becomes dependent on someone else's approval. And when your self-worth is dependent, your emotions become unstable. Emotional detachment begins when you stop giving people the ability to validate you. You stop caring about their reactions, their mood swings, their attention, their inconsistency, their behavior. You stop needing them. You start choosing yourself. When you stop chasing, something incredible happens. Your mind becomes light, your heart becomes steady, your emotions become free. People who are meant for you will align with you naturally. People who aren't will drift away, and you won't be bothered because you won't be attached. Stoicism comes down to one life-changing truth. You cannot control the world. You cannot control people, but you can control your response. Emotional detachment is not coldness. It is control over your inner world. A Stoic never says, "I don't feel anything." A Stoic says, "I feel everything, but nothing controls me." When you stop reacting impulsively, you gain power. When you stop begging for clarity, you gain peace. When you stop letting people's behavior define your mood, you gain freedom. And freedom is the heart of Stoic philosophy. Your peace is yours, your energy is yours, your mind is yours, your emotions are yours. No one deserves the remote control to your inner life. Emotional detachment means reclaiming that control. It means standing firm in who you are. It means living from the inside out, not the outside in. This is the highest form of strength. Not muscle, not anger, not ego, but emotional self-ownership. Once you master this, nothing can break you. If you truly absorbed everything in this video, you are not the same person you were when you started. Your mind is calmer, your heart is clearer, your emotions are lighter. You now understand the truth Stoics live by, that emotional detachment is not a lack of feeling. It is a lack of unnecessary suffering. You detach not because you don't care, but because you finally understand what is worth caring about. You detach because peace matters more than the past, because self-respect matters more than rejection, because inner stability matters more than external validation. If this video helped you reclaim even one piece of your emotional power, then don't leave this journey here. Subscribe, join the tribe of people who are choosing wisdom over chaos, clarity over confusion, strength over attachment. Your new life begins the moment you choose to detach. Remember this forever. You are not emotionally weak, you were simply emotionally attached. Now, you are free.